Why? Oh, that's so nice.
The case is on fire. The case is on fire.
Ah! Our friends from Hacksmith Industry came all the way to Vancouver to show us something amazing.
Linus has absolutely no idea what it is. I am so stoked. Do you want to see this?
I think so, as long as it's not too dangerous.
There's so much tension in the room right now. Okay, I'm doing it.
We brought
Is
two.
this an actual product? Oh. Don't drop. Don't get hit by the flames and don't die. There's nothing in this.
No, this is just a flame expander to make sure that we don't get liquid propane on the computer.
Oh my God.
That's the ignition source. That's where we're gonna light the whole thing up.
Oh, shut up. I'm in. Just like I'm in to tell you about our sponsor.
AMD. AMD's Radeon RX 7900 XTX and XT are some of the best graphics card options for 4K gaming under $1,000. Check them out at the link in the video description.
Pretty simple setup. Got liquid propane, goes into our electronics box. So right now we're just running it at full power. And then that goes into our propane expander. This gets sub-zero. Theoretically, this can drop down to -42 degrees Celsius. And then we have our flame expander that just has, you know, a nice warming effect. All right, so you can just do that.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Is that on?
No.
That's not on. That should be on,
Yeah,
right?
probably,
Yes.
Yeah, what could go wrong? We do have a fire extinguisher handy. Can someone actually be holding this? No? Okay, that'll be here.
Let's just see how we're doing here.
Wow.
Saying-
Minus 25 at the cooling side. And what's our flame doing? Well, more than 150.
Yeah.
Can someone explain to me the principle of this? I mean, I understand that the liquid propane is extremely cold.
Right.
Air conditioners work by having a liquid that expands, that cools the thing. You compress that
compressor.
and turn it back into liquid.
Yes.
Here instead,
You just burn it.
you're just burning it.
Think about it this way, right? Let's say you have a natural gas line going into your house. Instead of just burning it for your natural furnace, you can also use it to cool your computer. And that tank will last a good 2 hours.
I mean, it's not the first time we asked Mother Earth to take one for the team, I guess.
The flame expander is standard 240 millimeter mounting. So that just goes right on, you know, top mounted
Right on
CPU
top of your
cooler.
computer. Are we actually doing that?
Yeah.
It is literally the hottest CPU cooler.
This goes for a while, hey?
Yeah, there's a lot of liquid in here.
Right.
So like all of that has to evaporate before it actually shuts
Give
down.
her a little, you know.
If you actually warm it up with your hands, it goes quicker.
For the components of our sub-zeroed on fire PC, we have an i9 13900K. For the motherboard, it's a Strix E Z790. For our GPU, we have the Strix 4090, and this thing is a frickin' beast. Now we do have two not a flamethrower PC coolers, and we just want to put two of them on the CPU. That'll be so much more fun. All of these components, spare the GPU, are actually going in the Spiffing Brits PC. So Tom, if you're watching this, I am incredibly sorry that I put Vaseline all over your motherboard. Before we go any further, we need to just set a baseline. 39,512 points in Cinebench. She frickin' rips. What do you call this?
Fiery boy. You know what they say? Any machine is a smoke machine if used wrongly enough.
It's actually fine. 38 degrees, that'll feel a little bit warm to your hand.
Give a man a fire, keep him warm for the day. Set a man on fire, keep him warm for the rest of his life.
One of my absolute favorite things on these new Asus boards is that instead of having to stick your hand in there to hit the little PCIe release thing, there's just a little switch, a little button right there. Now you might be wondering, why did I take this apart if we're not going to be sub-zero cooling? And that's because I want to have an external voltage controller. So what we are doing is by just very simply sticking a little header here that allows us to connect to the I2C bus. And with that, we're going to talk to the voltage controller and be like, what about you give us just way more voltage than you think you should? And then it does. Then we have a very fast GPU.
Right, now since we don't have a 13900, the only way I can make a mounting bracket for it is by buying a mounting bracket that already existed and then hoping to match up the bolt patterns. I think this is a Cooler Master bracket that I got from Amazon, and hopefully it fits onto this motherboard.
Oh, I think I can do you one better. We have this thing. It has all of the bolt patterns, piece of neoprene. So you go like this. We're actually going to want to take this socket cover right off. And underneath it, we're going to put a little bit of artist's eraser. When there's air in your sub-zero, condensation forms, condensation on the back of your CPU, you know where this ends. How's that? Aha, it's on. All right, we have I2C now. Dear viewer, I would like to apologize. The storyline for the Strix and the external voltage controller ends right here. We tried to get it to work later, but sadly our monitor was melting and we ran out of time. Instead of installing this retention bracket on that came with the motherboard, we're going to use this Thermal Grizzly CPU contact frame. Before we put this on though, please, everybody clip this and send it to Spiff. There we go. I forgot to conformal coat the bits, all the little chips that are around here. But I have a solution. How do you feel right now?
I can get 800 watts of cooling on a single Intel i9.
Heck yeah!
Yeah. Can fit two beside each other there. We've got two radiators. The plan is to put one here and one over here. And then that will create a lot of fire. Now instead of 3 brackets, we have a single double bracket. Basically, we've just mutilated one of our mounting brackets so we can mount 2 of the coolers onto a single CPU.
That'll give us full coverage of not just the die, but also the integrated heat spreader. That will actually double our total cooling capacity.
Alex? The motherboard is stuck. You know what'll be fun next time, Alex?
What?
You're cooling a computer with a fire extinguisher.
No, no.
This piece of neoprene might be a little bit bigger than the case can handle.
Let's just mount it like normal using the thing you brought.
Add some more dielectric grease. That'll be fine.
Neoprene's nice, but since we have schmooed it.
Just do that.
Yep.
All right.
I can tell you this isn't gonna be enough. You will literally have water dripping off the back of this bracket. We have to keep air off it.
The best part is if we do this outside, there probably won't even be any condensation on this.
It still smells like propane in here, you guys.
See, the thing that they add to propane to make it really nice and smelly, it lasts for about 3 to 6 months is what I've read online.
I just did the math on how much heat this is going to create. Okay, well, for reference, electricity, a kilowatt hour is equal to 3,400 BTUs. We're going to be close to 500,000.
This might actually be more expensive than running liquid nitrogen.
You guys know that we just have like bolt down kits, right?
Yes, but I don't know where it is going back.
It's in my office.
It's in, I looked for that so long yesterday.
Do you know why I keep my bolt through in this bin in my office? Because we had lots of them and nobody puts them back where they're supposed to be, which is why we don't have those other ones. And mine is not in here anymore. What the hell happened to my bolt through? Why can't people return things? Oh, this is cute. I did find one cool thing in here though. Check this out. This pen has a Lee & Lee catalog. I would call this whole thing half-baked, but with like 500,000 BTUs, I think it's probably full-baked, maybe even over-baked. One thing's for sure, it's baked.
See, my initial prototype was 200 watts, and Alex was like, that's not enough, double it. And I was like, okay. So now it's 400 watts. And Alex was like, oh, I wonder if we can put 2 of them on here.
Yes, I know. I work with him every day.
What do you want? If we had 200 watts on this thing, that CPU would be hotter than the sun.
This is what it takes to make me even more grateful for my team that I work with, working with someone else's.
As soon as I asked him, like, hey, can I get Alex's contact? You're probably like, oh no.
I'm pretty sure that I actually said that.
Should we add
You've had enough thoughts, Alex. This ain't no amateur hack job. That's why we're using propane.
That's one of the worst things you've ever said.
Man, I've seen builds from our community using actual computer cooling components that look less clean than this.
See, I feel like there's not many people that are running a 13900 with a 4090, all overclocked, modded, and sub-zeroed. So we might set some high scores here.
You'd be surprised how many nerds have already set those high scores. The difference is that their system is not practical day to day.
Yeah, in the Canadian weather, it's great for heating your house. Spiffing Brit's gonna get his computer, and it's gonna be covered in dielectric grease and smell like propane. He's gonna be very confused.
Yeah, in fairness, his computer was already going to be kind of confusing anyway, because it's going to be cooled by tea. So, well, he's British.
Friggin' people from Vancouver, they don't clear off any of their stuff. Realize how long it would take to just like, whoosh.
I cleaned out the spot under the fan, so it won't be sucking snow up into the power supply.
That's thoughtful.
It was Brandon's idea. God, there's snow in the USB connector.
Fine, once you turn your computer off, it'll all solve itself. We now have the ability to dump over 20 liters an hour of propane through this computer. I see nothing that could go wrong.
Feel like we're going through a nuclear launch sequence or something. All right, Alex, you want to go ahead and hit it?
Sure.
Right, okay.
Ha!
Cool.
Just a bit further away.
Oh, Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, that is very nice.
So that clicking noise is actually the solenoid being controlled by the fan header, keep the flame at a minimum, while the CPU is not doing any work.
I see. We're at minus 10 degrees Celsius so far, minus 11. And this is with restraint. This is with the regulator going.
This is our pilot flame.
This is a proud Canadian tradition, the annual computer cook. Should we be worried about the flames being on the lines?
They'll be okay for a little bit.
They're directly in the fire though.
Yeah, it's probably not ideal.
Yeah, they're kind of smoking.
They're cooking.
Okay, we want to get these out of the way a little.
Yeah, there's a bit of wind. We've got a bit of wind factor going on. Oh.
I don't know that I want this to be that close.
No, it's fine, because we're gonna rotate it this way. It's gonna go like this. Oh yeah. That power supply is now sucking in snow. Just, yeah, perfect. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it should be fine.
Well, do you want to hit it again?
Oi!
Your monitor is getting a little toasty now.
Ideally, we don't cook the monitor. Wow, the front of this case is looking pretty gnarly.
Oh, wow.
She's sweating, boys. Hey! Hold on, back of the monitor's warping a little.
Oh, that's not great.
Ooh, that's too hot on the hands. That's really hot. Wow, okay.
All right, so we're gonna overclock this thing or what?
Let's get a baseline run with the cooling.
Distance to TJ Maxx, 100 degrees.
So we are starting to build some froth on the back.
As long as the frost doesn't turn to water, we're good. CPU package, 1 degree Celsius, 39,795 points. What was our baseline?
39,500.
Oh, so we got like 300 points. Wow.
XTU has a new automatic overclock. Should we just hit it and see what happens?
Let's see what it thinks of this.
CPU package, we're currently consuming 260 watts.
40,481 points though.
Haha. Should we just give her the beans, see what happens?
All right, we are now deregulated. Who needs regulations?
But you can't be any geek off the street.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if Max was a very good idea. Oh my God,
dear.
the monitor.
The fittings are on fire. The case is on fire.
Oh yeah, the plastic at the front of the case is on fire. Who was it who didn't want to have the fire extinguisher handy?
You?
I can solve this.
Ah.
Oh, did you turn it off?
Yeah, I turned it off.
Oh, why?
Why?
Yeah, we can just press that one.
Okay, it's back on. In case it hasn't been adequately covered yet, the flames themselves are not what are doing the cooling. These are propane cylinders. Instead of having them right side up so they release gaseous propane, we flip them upside down so that they release liquid propane, which is between -40 and -45 degrees Celsius. That runs through this regulator right here, which then dumps that liquid propane directly onto our CPU. Now obviously liquid propane is gonna have to go somewhere. It gets heated by the CPU, turned into a gas, and then released through these tubes into our flame expander up here, where obviously it's gonna be lit on fire so you can roast marshmallows.
All right, do you guys think this can do 6 gigahertz?
Yeah.
Are we gonna turn it on to max again?
No, it's running Cinebench right now at 6 gigahertz. Oh, it's actually at 95 degrees. So it did 6 no problem.
What score did we get?
40,990. Yeah, I think that we can do 41 pretty easily here.
Some graham crackers?
Yeah, I could really go for some.
By the way, I love your portable marshmallow roaster.
Get one at Hacksmith.store. Oh, would you like a pair of safety glasses too?
Safety, oh.
41,604. 6.1 gigahertz, not too bad. 4.5 on all the efficiency cores. This thing's actually ripping.
It may not be as cold as some methods of cooling, but it certainly has plenty of cooling capacity. Oh, wow, that's really hot.
Since we're getting some liquid coming through at full power, the bottom is actually completely frozen over.
If we had a maze-style design or otherwise more complex evaporator head over the CPU, it's possible we could be seeing much better heat exchange and getting better efficiency out of our propane cylinders. Ooh, that's hot. Woo! So it turns out having flames on your stuff does make it go faster.
Oh, I don't know if we can do 6.3. All core 6.2?
All core 6.2? That would be impressive. Oh my God, it's so hot. Let's do your Mac do this. What's up, Jake?
Also, the CPU is running at 6.4 gigahertz right now.
Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little unpredictable. Oh no, the back of the monitor is all liquidy again.
Oh, balls. Oh my Jesus.
It's very ergonomic now. No more sharp corners.
I don't think
Oh,
that's,
geez.
whoa!
Oh, and it crashed.
Okay, crashed and burned, just like this segue to our sponsor.
Nord Security. If you keep up with the tech news, you'll know that hackers are always looking for new ways to compromise everything from tech giant servers to grandma's computer. Thankfully, Nord Security's well-rounded protection package is there to help protect your files, devices, and personal data online. Like NordPass, a password manager that helps you generate unique passwords across your devices and browsers. Or NordLocker, a powerful file encryption and sharing service that's a great alternative to Google Drive. Cybercrime is everywhere these days, so make sure you're taking the right precautions when you surf the web. Right now, you can get 4 months free on all of Nord's products. So what are you waiting for? Head to nordsecurity.com/Linus or click the link down in the description below.
If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe you like wild cooling projects featuring Linus and Alex. How about you check out the recent one where we water cooled my house?
As far as things that I don't do in the winter, cooling my house is one of them.